Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be drawing a candle. Yep. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it, not waste any of my time. And how are we gonna make a candle? Well, we're gonna add a cylinder first. I'm not sure if I'll keep it this exact cylinder shape, but I actually kind of want it to melt a little bit, but we'll worry about that later. And then I want to give it one of those candle like bases that they sit on. Like this kinda. I know that's not the perfect drawing, but it's fine for the moment. Then we'll go here and like bulbous this out. There we go. And this line won't be here, right here, but there we go. Add a little base on the bottom. And then we'll add basically a giant cup right here that's holding the whole thing. That's basically what this is. And we'll go ahead and add a little bottom part right here. And then this handle that's holding on to it. Yep. And we'll pretend like this is extremely accurate to how it should be. We'll worry about that loop later. Alright, let's go ahead and erase this whole thing. Let's also just move that up a little bit. Let's erase it and then try and detail it. Actually, one thing I do want to do first is add a little bit of a wick and then add some circles for the fire. Wait, no, I want this over here and then this like this. So it's like following that line. Gotta do circles because it kind of makes fire a little easier to draw. Not a ton easier, but a little easier. Because fire is not necessarily an extremely difficult thing to draw in the first place, though. It's not super hard. It's not super easy, not super hard. Alright, let's go ahead and try and draw some candle. How are we gonna do this, actually? If that's the bottom, oh, I shouldn't have done that, actually. That doesn't work. Let's not do that, and instead do this. And hold on, let me go like this, kinda. Alright. We'll go up here. We're trying to make the candle bend a little bit, basically, as if it's like melting unevenly. Alright, do this. Go ahead and bend that in a bit. And go like that. Could do some drippies on here. And then we'll go like this, add some drippies here basically. But that's the center. Add some drippies, add a little bit of a wick. Alright, this isn't perfect yet, but it's not terrible, so we'll keep working at it. Alright. There we go. Now, should also probably make this area a little bigger. Alright. This isn't perfect, because it's like a little bit of a mess up here. But but I don't think it's that bad. Go ahead and go like that, and like this. Yep, then go like this. Add just a little bit of a lip in here, kinda. Not a super big lip, but just a little bit of a lip. And then we'll do this to make the wick actually come out of this thing. And how are we gonna do the wick? I guess this is just the wick, and then we'll worry about the fire now. I was gonna say we'll do it later, but might as well do it now, right? Because we're already doing this, so we can just do the fire now. Yep, and then kind of just like do the same shapes, but just a little smaller in here. And then just some little shapes in there. Now this fire is not perfectly dark, but I think the fire looks pretty good. The top's a little iffy, so we're actually going to redo the top. But yeah, I like that. That's decent. Okay, I think the candle actually looks pretty good too. It's also not perfect, but looks pretty good. There we go. We'll add a couple more like drips and shit on here because, well, we kind of need to. It is a melting candle. It needs more wax dripping off. That one looks wrong, so we'll erase it. Go like that. I see what I'm doing wrong here. Go like this, go like this, then go like this. That's good enough, whatever. No, it's not. Alright, go like that. That's pretty good. Now, go ahead and, I could just do this side view instead. I don't know. I could, but, we don't need to make it perfect. We'll just do that. Doesn't need to be perfect. Alright, go like that. Add a little bit more length there, so we kind of need to erase this. My hair is on the page again. Right. Oh my god, it's back. I threw it away and it came back. Boomerang hair. Don't boomerang. Alright, so for here, I'm gonna kind of just like melt some, give some like melted wax kind of. Yeah, it's gonna be dripping off here. Yep, we'll go ahead and give it another little drip right there. Yep, so we'll go ahead and do this. There we go. There's some extra wax. Oh yeah. It's not perfect. It's not terrible. I like it. What now though? Add a little bit of a little section here. Kind of like the, it's the lip on the plate, really, that's what it is. Alright. There we go. Perfect. And that's good enough. We'll go like this and get rid of that. Alright. What else? Probably the rest of the candle stick. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. That could have been a little bit more round, but honestly I think it's decent. I think I can shade this. Alright. Shade this little plate just a little bit. We'll go ahead and shade this too, even though this will actually probably be shaded darker because it's a separate piece. We'll go ahead and shade this too. Shade this a little bit darker. Perfect. Okay. Now what are we doing? Well, we should draw the rest of the plate, but I don't want to. I don't want to draw it like how I drew that. Let me go ahead and lay down a bit on the fucking floor. I'm having a little bit of trouble thinking about what I should actually do here. Eyeball it and just come up with something random? That sounds like a great idea to me. Good idea, whoever came up with that idea. It was me. I did it. Yep, that's perfectly even. Perfectly even. Absolutely not. It's not even. I don't even have anything to say. Alright. Yeah, that's good enough. I don't really give a shit. Alright. There we go. And go like this. And then go like this. Alright. Perfect. Is it really? No, but it's fine. I accidentally did those lines wrong. Alright. Okay, now go ahead and erase that. Then we can shade this. Go ahead and shade it quite dark. Perfect. And then the next step will be adding a little circle here, which we'll go ahead and do this circle different than we originally did it, and make it somewhat actual circle-like. You may wonder why this peculiar shape. I don't really know. That was just kind of what I did. I was just thinking like, something to put your thumb on. It's beautiful. Now let's go ahead and just shade it in and pretend like it's perfect. Wow, what a beautiful, perfect little candle holder. It doesn't matter. The main attraction is the candle, not the holder. Candle. Look at it burning so violently for a candle. This is actually really violently burning for a candle. I am realizing that now. And then we're also just going to go ahead and add a little candle here. Little candle right here. With a little fire. With a little fire in it. And a couple drippies. And that's all. Here's our wonderful little candle. And all its candly glory. We're going to do this real quick actually. Fix these. We're not fix them, we're actually just darkening it. Because I know it won't show up good on the picture if it's not dark enough. Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect enough. Alright. That is good enough, honestly. Now it seems kind of unevenly dark in some areas, but I don't really care. I don't have anything else to do. This is the end of the candle. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.